Just one of my updates videos today. This is the parish church in the village of Betws, Garmon in the county of Gwynedd in Wales. I've passed this church hundreds of times, but I've never stopped to have a look. The mountain to your left hand side is Moel Eilio, and there's another mountain on the right hand side which is called Gwynedd Mawr. But if you live north of the mountain, it looks like an elephant lying down. You can't see it so much from this angle. Maybe I'll show you a photograph of that. If you live to the north of the mountain, most people call it Gwynedd Elephant or Elephant Mountain. This is quite a small graveyard. I'd say there's less than 300 graves here. There's a very sad story dating back to 1840. Between April 1840 and February 1841, there were 30 burials in this small churchyard. 22 of those burials were of children under the age of 8, and they had all died of scarlet fever. This grave here is quite sad, although it's unrelated to the scarlet fever outbreak. It reads in memory of the children of Ellis and Margaret Griffith, and then it goes on to name the two children who died. Owen, born January 4th, 1900, died January 6th, 1900. And then just over a year later, Margaret had given birth to a girl called Mary, and she was born on January 21st, 1901, and she died in February 1902. Just on the side here, you've got the name of the parents, Margaret and Ellis. Margaret died in February 1912 at the age of 46, and Ellis lived until 1945, and he died at the age of 84. Very unusual headstone here, never seen one like that before. Graves on this side seem to date from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. So I'll just go closer to the church to see if I can locate the graves of some of the scarlet fever victims. The scarlet fever victims must be buried in this area, but I'm struggling to find any other graves. Even though there were 22 fatalities, it doesn't mean that there were 22 graves, because some of these children would be from the same family. There's more graves actually in this very overgrown section here. And I didn't realise there's like an extension to the cemetery as well, just behind there. The design of the church is quite unusual for the area. This is the only one I've seen that looks anything like this. There's a folk tale relating to the village of Betws, Garmon. It was said that up to the 1700s there was a family living in the village. The children were born from a man and a fairy. Must have been a pretty big fairy. The story goes that this fairy touched a piece of iron one day and she disappeared forever. The views on the channel have gone up recently, and I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. From time to time I'll be doing these little updates videos, but when I do them I try and go somewhere interesting. I haven't got any definite plans, but I'm hoping to go back down to South Wales soon, and also I need to go to London to make some videos. And I'm also going to try and throw in a surprise for you. It's like a walled off section here. There must be like a graves of a prominent family. Just two graves there in the corner. I've had a lot of views on one of my recent videos about the story of the Hughes family in mid-Wales. Been getting a lot of questions about where Margaret Hughes is buried, and the answer is I don't know. So if there is anybody who does know where she's buried, please let me know. And I'll try and visit her grave if she has a headstone. I said a couple of months ago that I was going to start making some videos from some Welsh castles, and I have done that. I've done 2 or 3, I think. I'm not sure where I'm going with that. I don't want to do too many of them, because this video is about famous graves and filming locations and pop culture videos, so I don't want to stray too far away from that. Just one idea I've had this, I was thinking of making maybe 1 or 2 longer videos where I visit maybe 3 or 4 castles in the same video. If you're a new subscriber, please go and have a look at some of my older videos. The video I made about Richard Burton's gravesite has had a lot of views recently, even though I made that one about 2 years ago. I think I was glad I made that Richard Burton video, but I think the video I made about Grace Kelly is probably my best video. If you've got any questions you'd like me to answer in these updates videos, just leave the questions below in the comment section. I won't answer them there, I'll keep them for the next updates video. I've been talking about starting a channel membership for a long time now, and I still haven't done it. I'm going to hold out a little bit longer, maybe start it mid-2025, because what I want to do is I want to film a couple of shorter videos, and those will be like just for the members of the channel. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town. Put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.